Mike, Miggity, Mike. We are back. What's good, y'all? What's good? Come on.
Hey. What's going on, man?
I feel like being toxic today, dog. What's up with y'all?
You will not.
No?
Don't come out of left field.
Oh, no.
Toxic Taurus season.
Oh, yeah, man. Let's
out of season.
Shout out to my boy, man. This whole entire week. I've been jamming this dude, Giveon. That's his name, right? Giveon?
Love him.
I like Giveon.
I think it's Giveon.
I think
It's Giveon. I know the like music is toxic, but I fucking love it. It brings me joy. You can have sex to it. It's real. You just make you think. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. I'm big on him, y'all. Every song that I have listened to, man, can't miss. I love my girl SZA, but you know, I think Giveon.
You got it.
Has taken her place, y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, have y'all jammed him yet?
I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm like
got some good music.
I got put on him by mistake, yo.
Everybody got on him with Heartbreak Anniversary. I was like, I think I ended up sending you favorite mistake.
I think you did.
I did.
You did.
I sent you. Man, he speaks.
No, but I never.
He say what people really want to say on the cool. Sometimes. No, I ain't gonna say all the time.
Let me ask you a question though. So if you jamming with your significant other and you really into it, do they look at you sideways?
If you looking at me sideways, you need to figure out why you looking at me sideways and why I'm singing this song so hard.
You just can't like the song just to like.
I like the song. But if it hit home, my nigga.
You always asking questions pertaining to your shit.
No, it ain't pertaining to me. I just thought about it like, yo, like the songs that he's singing is not meant for couples. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a relationship,
yes,
it
the
is.
world we create. I love that song, and that's a couple song.
So there's no.
He speaks just real facts, just real life.
Yeah,
relationship stuff. You don't get that in a lot of songs. No, you don't. A lot of artists.
Not in today's R&B.
Yeah,
you know. I did see some of his visuals, and once again, I'm not really a big fan of visuals at all because the visual didn't do like the songs justice. You know what I'm saying? So to me, like it lost meaning. And also Brent Fizdale. Oh yeah,
Fayez.
Super Fire. Fayez, thank you. So he's also toxic as well.
I like
music.
him.
Oh yeah, I love him.
What's with you in this Toxic Friday?
I feel like being toxic today.
Nigga, don't you love peace?
I love peace, but you can still be peace and toxic, right?
No.
The two don't live the same, and if so, that lets you know how toxic you are.
At
this age, I'm choosing peace.
Me too. I'm trying not to use Rogaine.
All of that.
No, but how was y'all weekend though?
Next. No.
Oh man, it was that bad?
No. My weekend was very chill. Very chill for the most part. I had I had a wedding. I've been busy. Birthdays, weddings.
You had a lot of weddings?
Yes.
You've been to a lot of weddings.
I'm in weddings, out of weddings finally.
It's about that time.
And everybody's having the COVID wedding that's supposed to happen.
It's a wedding season, I guess.
Can I ask you a question for a woman? You know, I guess me and Marcus wouldn't follow suit and he can go on. Once again, toxic. So when you're in a relationship, right? For you, when is what's the timetable for a man to propose? I think all women have a timetable, right? You don't want to waste your time. Because me and my girl, we saw a show for Issa Rae called Los Angeles.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that on I didn't watch it, but I saw it come across the HBO thing.
Yeah, that's going to be a dope.
Just last night.
It came out, I think it's 3 episodes already. Super dope.
I got to watch it.
It's the Black People's MTV Laguna Beach.
Right, yeah.
But one of the girls, she's been dating like the dude for I think over 8 years. I think 10 years. 8 to 10 years. Too long? They're like 25 though.
Okay, they're 25?
Yeah.
But still, it's like...
Damn.
But high school don't count, right?
It doesn't count, but I'm just saying, like, how long do you... I'm going to be honest with you. For someone who I'm going to say this. For someone literally who's been in relationships, who's been close to the altar, who's done all of that, I feel like, why take 8 years to figure out if I'm the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with? 8 years? You telling me y'all niggas make up y'all mind quicker than that? Y'all are simple. I like this car. Okay, it's cool. It's in my price range. Okay, bet. I like this house. I like this apartment. This is that cool. I like them shoes.
I'm not arguing nothing.
Don't argue. I'm just saying, why does it take so long to know as a man? Y'all asking me. I'm asking y'all guys.
So she got with the dude when she was 17.
I'm assuming, yeah, because
8 years, she's 25.
So high school doesn't count. So let's take the high school equation out.
Right, because you don't know yourself. Hell, they don't know themselves at 24.
So let's
25.
just start at like 25.
I feel like that was their first mistake, that high school sweetheart shit.
Yeah.
But that's just
Some
me.
people make it.
Yeah, but then you got others that with the situation he just brought up.
Right.
It's like
2 years.
That man, he hasn't gotten his feet wet.
Yeah.
And she hasn't gotten her feet wet in the real world of dating. And we can presume that they've only been with each other. We don't know, but we can presume it. But that's another thing. Like, you've only been with one man.
On the show, he did say he was still at home trying to figure like himself out. She has her place, her own.
Right.
He's still at like his parents' house. I think they're both 25, 26. So it's more so when you say that 8 years, you said what, like 17, right? You're in high school. You're not really looking for anything.
All right, those
even in college.
Even college, those relationships, they don't count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the age that we're at now, would you say
in
2 to 5 years max?
2 to 5. So I'm gonna say this. I grew up with all brothers, and I'm a daddy's girl. My brother's married. One of my brothers are married. Yep. And I have a boatload of male cousins. It does not take that long to know if this is the woman that you want to be with, according to them, and according to other men that I spoke to that are married or engaged. I think it's where a man feels comfortable to let go of that singleness. He has to be in that season, as well as who he is as a man. Like, are you financially okay? Do you feel okay? Even if you're not financially okay, are you okay with your woman? And is your woman okay with you growing together in that light? So I feel like, as far as like a time frame, I just feel like if we're dating 5 years, marriage hasn't come up, you're wasting my time. If we're dating 2 years and that has not came up, at least once, like saying, like, I'm not saying you have to jump on it, like you got to go give me a ring, we got to go ring shopping.
A serious discussion.
But to have a serious discussion, because if so, honestly, we waste time. People waste time with other people, filling in whatever voids, holes, gaps, whatever they have going on in life. And it's just like, if you're not ready, be a real man or a real woman and step aside. If this woman is on the mindset of marriage and you know you're not on that, move aside, because guess what? It's buses that keep coming. And somebody want the ride. Somebody want the ride.
Correct.
Yeah.
You, Marcus?
What's up?
Like, what's a good time to ask? Well, you and Cheddar, or yeah. So like you and Cheddar, y'all been together for what?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Do you think? Let me take her out of it because she's not here. Do you feel like pressure?
Like from her, or just pressure period?
Pressure in general.
No, because I know I want to marry her.
Yeah.
But it just goes back to what Marche just said.
I love it.
I'm working on me mentally, financially.
Big fact.
Just some, I gotta be in the right headspace of husband, marriage.
I'm with you on that one.
Family for life.
Yeah.
And
I got a question.
What's up? Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
So, and this is me doing devil's advocate or a woman's side. So y'all have children together. Y'all have a family that has been cultivated together.
Yes.
Y'all live together.
Yes.
You know you want to marry her.
Yes.
What is, I guess for a lot of women, we want to know if you know this, I'm not saying you got to go out right then and there. Is it just financial? Is it just, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm saying this from looking at my parents of 40 years of marriage. Mm-hmm. They have went through 2 people working, 1 person working for the majority of the time.
You said 40 years though.
Yeah.
So they dated back in the old school days, right?
Correct.
And times have changed.
Times have changed.
And I can say the same for me and Marcus. I mean, I'm in that same like predicament. I think for most men in today's society, if you include social media, every man should want to be the breadwinner. Every man should want to feel comfortable, and not saying that his woman or his wife can't contribute to something, but he wants to make sure that he has almost the entire household.
We want that too. We want y'all to do that too.
And when we don't have it, as of yet, not say we don't feel less than a man, but it's more so I want to make sure that she's comfortable with me and she feels secured with me. You know what I'm saying? God, I mean, I can't go in a situation where I can only take care of myself and my daughter, and I bring somebody else along and I can't take care of them as well.
I agree on that. Go ahead, Mike.
So just piggybacking off what he said, marriage is not like buying a car, right? Most days you can go to a dealership, buy a car, 2-3 days, a week, you don't like it. A lot of places let you bring it back. But marriage is not, you cannot walk down the aisle and then, you know, shit hits the fan and you just like, I don't think this is gonna be right.
Let me take it back.
Right. And hold on, because let me tell you.
You can't get a married adult.
You can, but let me tell you though, and I'm gonna say this: women change, and men too. But women change. So when a woman has a baby, trust me, I know they change. Whether it's for the good or bad, women change.
They do change.
Men do too. And in marriage, a woman changes, whether it's good or bad. Men do as well. But you bring in if you're in a relationship and maybe you got baggage, maybe you've dealt with infidelity.
Baggage.
Maybe y'all have dealt with a lot of fights over money. Yeah. And you bringing that baggage into a marriage, like that's a lot of shit. I don't want to say I can say, but I think that a lot of men would say, you know what, that's one of the things, that's one of the obstacles is I don't want to bring all this shit into a marriage because you say I do. You can't just say, nah, I changed my mind. Fuck it, I'm gone.
Yeah.
No.
It don't work like that.
Got another question?
Go ahead.
So is that okay to bring it to a relationship?
No, you should not. Absolutely. You should not go. You should not bring your past baggage or.
Everybody got baggage. You're going to have to bring some in.
No, you got to heal yourself. Yeah. I think I said this in our group chat. People got to heal themselves from their past issues and hurt and pain before they go and find somebody else.
But who's really doing that though?
But
right, but they should.
Right, you're but right. Not just that, but I'm also a firm believer of human nature.
Yeah.
Because that's true.
Absolutely.
So there's certain things that you can heal only so much by yourself. I posted something today that a pastor was saying, but it's so crazy. I always say this.
Once again, a pastor. Who's the pastor's name?
Nobody knows it, man. I don't know. Check my IG, y'all. Y'all be killing me with this. But no, seriously, he said literally everybody that you're in a relationship with, they're married to you.
Okay.
Like you met this person, you're in cahoots with this person, and they're showing you like you have all these triggers that's popping up when you're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And it's literally to show you we like to point the finger at that person like, oh, you're doing this and you're doing it. Why does that bother you so much? Sometimes I understand like, no, you out of line, don't do that. But there's certain situations I truly believe you can only heal with interacting with somebody else versus you just being by yourself. You need that other person.
Therapy?
No, not just therapy. I'm talking about in relationships. Like for instance, infidelity. Mm-hmm. That's very common. We all understand that. Yeah, I believe everybody has either cheated or been cheated on or did both. I feel like you have to get to the point where it's like, if I never had someone who's been faithful and someone finally comes along and they're faithful, right? It's like, I never had that before. So all of my insecurities that I thought maybe I healed, but technically I really didn't because I never had someone fight for me. I never had someone, and I'm not saying this in particular, I see your point. But I'm saying like I had a woman or a man, or for instance, a man might not be financially there. He's working on getting himself together. And it's like, oh, you got a woman that's taking care of things. She might be making the same or more money. Let's say she managed money better than you. Mm-hmm. And you're like, dang, what am I bringing to the table? Like, what's going on? And it's like someone choose you every single day to show you I'm in it for these reasons.
Yeah.
Because I want marriage at the end of the day.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of people are like, damn, I never had that before. And then you have to work through accepting that in your life. And you can't do that if you're doing that by yourself.
Okay.
So
that is an excellent point.
That kind of ties into both parties.
Right.
Is it okay for a man to ask his woman for money?
For what? Like anything, or are we just
let's just say
just keep it in general.
Are we talking about relationship? Well,
yeah. Your girlfriend, his girlfriend,
Like if you so let's just say y'all chilling. Your dude's like, hey, can I have $50 to $100?
I ain't tripping.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Like I don't like it. Depends. Like okay, like if you tell me what you need it for, or this is going down, and like if you just need it and you just don't tell me, like,
because that could play.
What is that? What's the $50, $100 for?
What if he? Okay, so let me give you a better one. What if he's about to take a guy's trip? Like, damn, babe, can you let me hold like a grand? What you?
A grand? Damn.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You gonna sit your ass down because you have no business going on this guy's trip.
Why?
If you ain't got. What you mean? Why?
Wait, you mean
it depends? It depends. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Some financially, if it's like a couple, it all depends on what I can afford.
Okay.
It depends on what I can afford to lend out. I would say that, but that's with any relationship, friendships. Relationships.
Let's stick on a guy's trip, though, in particular. Thank you, Marcus. The guy's trip. Let's stick on a guy's trip. So if he says, "Hey, babe, can I get an extended to?" I'm gonna say, grand is too much for me. Let's just say $200 to $500.
And I got it, and you on a guy's trip, sure.
You ever been to Miami? You gonna need a grand.
Oh, really?
Close.
If you gonna explore.
Nah, but go ahead though.
No, but okay, so for us men, and I've had to learn this now, I know, hey, men are still learning even over the age of 30. You feel me? Right. But it's always good to not splurge your woman. So if your woman says, man, like my nails haven't been done, sometimes that's a hint. Hey, nigga, I need my nails done. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
So I do it. Well, now I do it now without me having to hear her say that. You feel me?
Right. I would say this honestly: if a man takes care of his woman and set that foundation, no woman should be so close tight with her money to not lend it back to the dude.
Okay.
Facts.
That's how I feel. I feel like because a lot of people be like, a relationship is 50-50. No, the relationship is whatever the percentage is needed to balance. So it might be 50-50 or we break it 100-100. But let's say 8 months down the line, I got 75, he got 25. Yeah. Or vice versa. I might have 30, he got 70. I feel like that's when you have to be mature enough to be like, oh, okay, money is not everything. And then if the goal is marriage and longevity, then what's the problem with money come and go? We bust our ass off and work crazy just to provide and make money. Yeah. It's going to come back, especially if it's done properly. It's always going to come back.
So let me ask you, do you think a man is looked at as less than if A, he's not the breadwinner, and then B, he's asked his woman for money?
It's harder for a man to ask for money in general.
Like, because this is... go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, that's true, but for me, I'm going to speak for myself.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to ask anybody for money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't like... I'm the type of person, like, I will act like I'm broke 24/7, even if I got it all. Only because it's just one of those things where I've been broke. Like, okay, we figuring out, are we walking?
Right. Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? And I've been where I've, thank God, learned how to save, budget, have savings, have this, have good credit, all of that. So for me, it's one of those things where I'm like, money... I feel like money is necessary, but it depends on who you with and what money means to them. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like money, sometimes if your girl or your guy love language is gifts, but it's lavish gifts only.
I can't be with you.
Like you gotta start. You see what I'm going? Like it's like dang.
You gotta break up with me.
It's like an Instagram post where it was like, do girls still like this? And it was like a guy having a picnic out, and I was, you know what I'm talking about? It was a guy having a picnic, and I'm like, hell yeah, I want to have a picnic. Not in this 95, 100 degree weather, but yes, I want to have a picnic.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, a lot of women say that, but then we go back to social media, and it's by default, us men, sometimes we like women that don't like that. So we like the IG models. And quite frank, I'm very, very sure of myself. If I were to put like a poll out, most women aren't going to go to no picnic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. I mean, maybe you. But for the guys
they
that like the girls,
go out.
Yeah.
I think it's more so of the effort. We want to see the effort being put in. We want to see the courtship being put into it. We don't want you to keep don't ask us, hey, come chill at the house. You gonna come? Nigga, no. Like you know, to us, like right at the beginning, like bottle. you can't come out. Yeah, I got a bottle. I got a hookah.
Yeah, I got a bottle of hookah. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
like, smoke and chill real quick.
No, it's like you seriously no. Treat me how I deserve to be treated, and women should actually hold themselves up. Now, if you settle for that, and you okay from the beginning, yeah.
So some women, I mean, do you feel everybody deserves the same treatment?
No.
Okay then.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if that's something you want to do, as far as if a woman says, okay, I want you to take me out on dates, I want this, that, be that woman. Uphold those standards.
Yeah.
Don't sit up here and, because I would play devil's advocate. Like I said, I got all brothers. Some women, they will tell every dude, don't even like them, go out on a 5-star
food bay.
Because they want a free meal.
It's a food bay. And it's like, sis, you know damn well you don't order that many drinks.
Have you ever had a food bay before?
Wow, look at that.
It's open. Come on. Seriously?
I would say this. I have, but it was more so like, for me, it's so hard.
Excuses.
Because, no, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Like, I did it for, when I say food bait, the reason why I'm hesitant is because we only went on dates for like 3 times. And I was just like, I really don't like you. The conversation is cool, but you want more than what I want. And I just know you here to buy these drinks.
Did you tell him that?
Food. No.
Because you don't want to mess up the bag.
No, I didn't. I'm going to be real. I didn't.
That's fine. That's fair.
But is it fair though?
But look.
No, because I guarantee you, just like how I'm getting this food on dates or these drinks, like men harass and follow you in a club because they gave a $12, $15 drink.
Yeah.
You feel like that's an investment on getting my number. That's an investment on getting the draws. And it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not.
Gotcha.
Y'all laughing because y'all know both of y'all probably already did that.
I mean,
maybe.
Exactly. Maybe. In y'all past lives.
Yeah.
So look, I look at it like this. Being a man, being a good man, being a good father is a thankless job. Let me tell you why. If me and you were shitty dads, absent dads, we'd be in everybody's mouth. People ain't shit. Marcus don't do nothing.
I still
all
get
this
that.
and that.
Yeah, you. No, I'm sorry.
Right?
I still get that.
You are a great father.
I know you know me.
Yeah.
Right? You're a good dad.
Thank you.
I'm a good dad.
Agreed.
It's a thankless job. A man is expected to uphold the house, right? Pay the bills, protect, do all these things, provide, and it's expected. It's just normal, right?
Yeah.
If a man is anything less than that, then it's an issue.
You're a dog,
right? And so, like we live in a society where when
flashback.
We live in a society where you get rewarded for doing good things at work, wherever, but at home, you're a good man, you're a good father, you're nothing, right?
Y'all get ties and socks.
You know what I'm saying?
On Father's Day.
So you know, if to saying like, well, is it a problem if a man asks his woman for money? Well, it's no problem when a woman asks her man for money. So why doesn't it go both ways?
Right.
I'm not saying I agree or I do it or don't, or whoever does it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm saying it's normal for a woman, if she asks her man for money, right? Here you go, what you need. But
I think it's just how we were taught. Almost.
It's society.
Because our parents, like I said, my parents, like you said, it was back in the day. So that was back in the day. That's all we've seen. I think our generation broke through this gender roles and relationships.
Woman, the bag.
And all of that. And some guys don't like that statement, but understand that there's a lot of fathers that wasn't present. There was a lot of people that got impregnated and their, spouse left or whatever the case may be. And so they have no choice but to pick up the bag. They have, like, men can go out, and I had a conversation with one of my homegirls. She's going through something, but it was one of those things where it's like, okay, she has this child. It's a newborn. Yeah. And it's like, a man can get up and do whatever, but a woman is trifling as hell. She does what a man do and say, hey, here's the baby. Let me go live my life. Let me go figure out my dreams and stuff like that. Same thing. Yes, I was watching the show Love Is, and there was a part where great show, and there's a point where Loretta Devine is like checking her son, which is the main character, and his baby mama, while the girlfriend, and he was like, she was basically saying like, you don't have to like her, but you got to respect her because she's the mother, she's the father. And she does all of this while you went off to go chase your dreams to provide. Yes, it is to provide for your child at the end, but you left her. Y'all are no longer together. Yeah. And she doesn't have the choice to get up and do any of that.
I think overall, and I'm just going to speak for myself, I just don't want my woman to see me as weak.
Right.
And me asking her for money or having to hold off on certain things, to me, that's a sign of weakness.
But why though? Yeah.
Society and just the household. So when it's been bashed in your head, Eric, you need to graduate. Eric, you need to succeed. Eric, if this girl that like you're dating has a college, education, and like you don't, you're a failure. If she can provide and you can't, you're a failure. So do you believe that, or do you just go by because of what you were taught?
Both.
I do feel, not saying you need a college like degree, but I think you do need something to fall on. You have to go out here and get it. You just can't be comfortable, and you always have to want. For me, I always want to have more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never want her to see me at my weakness or at my low point.
I guarantee you a woman will respect a man seeing them at their weakness and how they handle like
adversity.
Correct. Because a lot of times men just give up. Yeah. That we've experienced. A lot of women, and I know not everybody, but a lot of times we want to be in those. Like, a woman's love and nurturing side is unmatched.
Oh, yeah.
It's unmatched. We go through stuff that y'all could never go through, whether it's the cheating, whether it's the changes, whether it's the financial status, whether it's the babies, and we just pick up and go. We run with it. We don't have those choices to say, oh, okay, well, no. I'm just going to wallow in my shit. No, that is not the case. And a lot of times it comes off very strong, but when a man, we can see you at your weakness. And first of all, for any woman that's able to see a man at their weakness, do not bash that man. Please do not bash that man for allowing to experience
to be vulnerable.
To be vulnerable, because that's something that I always said, black men in general, but especially black men, y'all don't have the same blanket that's laid out for y'all if y'all hit y'all ass on the floor. As women do. We get, it's daddy issues. This man got daddy issues. This man got mama issues. Yeah. This is that. And we choose to not extend that same love, we want a man to open up, tell us this, tell us that. But the moment he do, that nigga soft. He a bitch.
We're expected to be tough all the time.
And it's like, sweetheart, if that testosterone, ladies, don't do that shit. Stop that. So for that's what I'm saying. And I guess for me, I get a different view being the only girl being raised around so many guys and boys. I see a different side that I think a lot of women don't get to see.
Got you.
And I see a side that my dad is a provider. He provided for our family. He's provided for my cousins in there because they didn't have a father. It was one of those things where I saw a man that gives everything to everyone. And literally it's like, you got to give that man respect. You got to give somebody respect that literally does that and becomes vulnerable and say, look, I'm not going to be the asshole that I probably used to be when I was single or do this. I'm allowing you in a space that I know you can crush me, but I'm trusting you.
So
to give that to
before
you
we
see
go
what I'm
on,
saying?
then,
That's different.
Yeah. So then, okay, so let me ask you this before we go on to like the next topic. By you seeing that in your father, who's a great man.
Yeah.
The man that you are with in the future, of course, you expect that same regards because you don't want to fall off the totem pole. It's like you don't want anything less than what you've already been accustomed to, correct?
Yes, but I'm going to tell you this. Because I've seen, like, I grew up with two parents, and ain't always, people think when you have two parents, it's a great household all the time. Shit was not perfect, okay? Yeah. So with that being said, I've seen the ups and downs. I've seen us moving from this place to this place to this place, from this to, he's trying to do better. Was it always perfect? Hell no. Did he always have a job? Oh no. Yeah. It's been months where he had got laid off and stuff like that. And I've seen it with other people. I'm the type of person, if I choose to be with you and I keep choosing you, we can build something, but don't sit on your ass and expect me to do everything. There's certain things as a woman I can't teach you. Just like as a man, you can bring it to my attention, but you can't teach me this as a, from a man to a woman.
Got you.
So you mentioned something about being courted. And I know I put this in the group. I wanted y'all's like initial her reaction. So relationships, right? Marcus, me and you've been in tons of relationships. I know I've been in a lot, or friendships or situationships, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Is there a way to ask somebody in your 30s now? I'm not going to do that high school stuff. Leave a note inside the, locker. Oh, do you like me? Circle yes or circle no. Or are you my boyfriend or girlfriend? But in your 30s now, does it just happen and y'all are in a relationship, or do y'all talk about it? Or do y'all still expect the men, not, of course not Marcus, but do you still expect men to ask you to be their girlfriend?
I've watched videos and seen women who will say, obviously older in their 30s, like, we're not even referring to it as boyfriend and girlfriend. Some women are like, yo, we too old for that boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I think a lot of people do have that discussion. Yeah. But I also think a lot of people just fall into it over time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, yo, we seeing each other every week.
It's dangerous.
Or we hanging out every weekend. Yeah. Like next thing you know, 4-5 months in pass. It's like, well, yo, you mine, I'm yours. Like,
right.
It just happened. Yeah. So,
man, I say it's dangerous. Look, if it hasn't been brought up to me, I'm gonna bring it up to you when I feel like it's comfortable. Yeah. Like when I know that I'm ready. If nobody had brought it up and let's say I'm not ready, then it's like, okay, cool, I ain't ready, you ain't ready. But if it gets to the point where I start having these feelings and I'm like, okay, what are we doing? We hanging out every day, we talking, we act like we together. I feel like there's nothing wrong with bringing up what, you know what I'm saying? And guys hate, let's talk. What are we?
Yeah.
But it's that. Like, I get it. But
I hate it too, but I've grown to learn it's necessary.
It is.
Because
we assume, okay, this is my man, and then the first thing somebody would say is, you ain't mine, we ain't official, you ain't my girl. It's like, I was, all the shit we just did, that's it. Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
So, like I just said, 4 or 5 months go by, y'all, having sex and all of that and going out, spending money, and then it's like, what?
Licking the butt, bro. Yeah, licking the butt, right?
Yeah. Some people just nasty.
You don't eat booty?
I don't. Sorry.
That's what's up.
I don't eat booty. Sorry.
That's what's up.
This conversation just
y'all
turned.
know. Maybe you guys should have that conversation. But
no, what I was saying
it's
is
a no for me.
Like Marche said, like 4 or 5 months go by, and then the woman asks, "What are we?" And the guy's like, "Shit, I'm just chilling." Like, because he was getting the milk for free.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then now you got a problem.
Yeah.
Now you got a big ass problem on your hands. So
Man, now you got a big ass problem.
Talk about it. Talk about that shit.
Hey, for real. But my whole thing is too, even with men, y'all over here just investing y'all money. And y'all love y'all money. So y'all just investing it for what? Like, it's basically like you paying for pussy.
Pretty much.
Or you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it real, right?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
just like one of those things where it's like, how far do you go?
You're paying for her time.
Yeah, you paying for my time. You splurging. You doing this. Oh, okay. So you just a trick.
Yeah.
You know, or is it that you genuinely want something, you just don't know how to go about it? Either way it goes, figure it out and ask them damn questions. Ask them.
I think it's just stopped. I think that's something that, like, the last time I probably even asked that was probably at like the age of like 23, 24.
I think that's how a lot of people get into shit that they don't.
Thank you. Man.
You end up with somebody that you're not compatible with, you can't stand. Then even worse, y'all motherfuckers go out and have a baby and y'all don't want to be with each other. Now you got a bastard child out here. That's another issue. Specifically in our fucking culture.
This boy hearing the facts.
I'm being real. It's like, it's too many.
No.
It's too many.
This is toxic tours over here. He done rubbed off on you.
No.
I told you.
Being honest, it's too many of our black women walking around here as single moms simply because it wasn't a conversation had, or in the beginning of like, what do you want? Mm-hmm. Or y'all out here having sex with no condoms because y'all falling for these niggas and they ain't shit, but you still fucking with them with no condom.
Boy,
you know, but go,
come
bro,
on,
that shit,
on.
you know,
you're right. Go ahead.
That's true. And also men not wearing condoms. I can't feel shit. Nigga.
It absolutely goes both ways.
You know, I'm going to hold the women down. So yeah, it goes both ways. But I'm just saying,
real quick.
Yeah, like nigga, Netflix and chill my ass.
What you mean?
Please. We gotta be. We not doing no Netflix. Go to the movies. They back open.
So
right. That's good.
Theaters is open.
When's the last time has somebody ever asked you that question? God.
What?
For a guy to ask you, hey, can you be my girlfriend?
It wasn't like, oh, can you be my girlfriend? But like my situation now, yeah. It was definitely like, okay, so we're gonna be official.
So those are like, hey, let's be official
in so many words.
Yeah, like, and it was one of those, and I was more hesitant at first, only because I just been single and I've been doing my thing. I like being single. Do I want to get married? Do I want all of that? Yeah, but I know how I am with relationships. So for me, it was one of those things where it was like, bro, I'm not for the weak. So you asking to be in this relationship, understand, I'm going to show you.
Like my boy Marcus said, after 3, 4, 5 months of us dating.
Oh, this was early than that.
I'm not wasting my money on no woman, like prefer love women, you know what I'm saying? At this age. Right. So when I'm out with you, when we're going out, when we're eating, having sex, watching TV, chilling for almost a whole entire day, and I'm not even going nowhere.
Weekends.
You my girl.
But I think it needs to be very clear because nobody wants to assume that, oh, this is your partner, this is, whatever. And I think it's necessary so that that gains a certain like clarity between you and your partner, saying, okay, we're together, we're exclusively together. Because it's a lot of, polyamorous relationships, open relationships, all of that.
Y'all are out and y'all meet like a friend, or his friend comes. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, hey, this is Marche, this is my girl. Mm-hmm. How do you, y'all never talked about it, but he just says, oh, this is my girl. Is that
That's
cool?
how my situation was.
You just got to roll with shit.
I was already the girl. And I even, like, our first official date was me meeting his mother. Did not know I was meeting his mother.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I know.
First date.
First date. He was serious.
Hey.
So quote unquote, he was serious. So it was like one of those things where I was like, okay,
Sheesh.
yeah. And so for
First
date, and he said, oh, we finna go eat crawfish or something at my cousin's house. So I ain't gonna turn out no crawfish.
Wait, did you go pick him up or something? So you missed.
Let me tell you, I trust me. Had no idea. So
toxic.
I gotta make a toxic. But it was one of those, and I was like, hold on.
Toxic.
But the crazy thing was, okay, this is my girl, and I said, hold up. No, I'm not the girl. I'm not the girlfriend.
What you mean?
I'm the homie.
That was date one. Right?
You the girl.
I'm the homie.
No, you're the girlfriend.
But I let it be known to homeboys and friends, and no, I'm the homie. Until we're in a relationship, I'm the homie.
Yeah. Words matter.
And it was because no, that's not something we discussed. 2, no, you got to clean up your shit. Yeah. Because I know we always.
But you also can't say that though. That would fuck up a whole situation where you say, I'm the homie right now until you do X, Y, and Z. So for some people, all right, bet you the homie. Okay, cool. So if another girl comes and you see that, oh, she's a homie. Oh,
and definitely, I've been in situations where. Literally, out the blue, I was brought up a name. And I was like, oh, okay, hold on. Hey, such and such said they know. Oh, okay, hold on, yeah. Like, and it's like, and I got the reaction like, damn, you like a nigga. Like, you treated me like a nigga. And it was not like that, but it was simply on some, I'm not going to play a role that I know that I'm not because I've been there before. Yeah. If I'm not the girlfriend, I ain't playing girlfriend roles. I've grown at 33 to know not to play a role that I ain't signed up for. So once we made that connection and it's there, okay, now I'll play girlfriend duties. Now I'll do X, Y, Z. But if I'm not comfortable and I see you might be moving some type of way, no. You like me, you want this, but at the same time, have you earned it? Have you did the certain, have you literally cleared the deck? Because I'm the type of person, I do straight A, this is me and you. This is not you open to explore and no. This is me and you. Yeah. And that's because if that's the case, then you stay in your place and I'll do me and you do you, and we're gonna figure out who do who better.
You seem like you're a woman who knows exactly what she wants.
Exactly. Definitely. Been
which
there.
Is rare. But
very rare.
I real quick, when me and my girl met in 2017, it was going into the summer, and we was literally just going everywhere together every damn weekend.
At the rodeo, right?
No, well, she was at the rodeo, and I DM'd her while she was there.
See, but I'm a good friend. I always got his back.
But it had got to a point, like I literally just got tired of introducing her as my friend. So I remember we was out one day. I was like, "Yo, that's my girl." It was and.
Oh.
What'd she say?
She did nothing. I didn't react different. She didn't either. I mean, we had a conversation about it, after the fact.
We got some booty points?
I don't think so.
That night?
No, I don't think so. But, okay. Yeah, I was just, like I said, we was together that summer like all the time. It was, every time we would go, so it was like, oh, this my friend, this my friend, this my friend. I go to him, I was like, this is my girl. Right. And then, like I said, after we had a conversation, we probably did it backwards, but we had a conversation after that. And we, we want to, we feel each other.
I'm going to say this about Marcus real quick. I knew Cheddar, I didn't know if she would probably be the one now, but I knew something must have been going on because at the time, Marcus was single. And every time we would go out, Marcus was single. I wasn't single at the time as well, but we would go out, the man does his thing. And all of a sudden, bloop, here goes Cheddar.
Yeah.
Who was this girl?
Yeah.
Then again. I'm like, yo, fam.
Same with you.
Huh?
Same with you.
Oh yeah, chill out, But at the time,
definitely
I was like, oh yeah, most definitely this must be his girl. And then of course he introduced us. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And she's still here, so more power to each other.
For sure.
One thing that we wanted to talk about, I think you had brought it up, yo. I watched, I think his name is Samuel Ocho.
Emmanuel Ocho.
Yeah, Emmanuel Ocho. Matter of fact,
has a show. Yeah.
And shame on me because I actually have his book.
Uncomfortable Conversations with Black Men.
Yeah, Black Men, The book is actually good. But Lil Wayne was on there. And they talked about it. Something about like him wanting to commit suicide, which I think we all should probably know. He tried that when he was like 16?
No, he was younger than that.
14.
He was
14. I want to say it was like 14. I'm a Wayne fan. Shout out to
he was younger. He was younger than 14.
Oh.
He was because I know I remember the story.
Maybe he shot himself at 14.
Yeah, he was like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he tried to commit suicide as a young kid, and thankfully he didn't die. But he wanted to end it, and I watched it. I watched the interview, and him talking about mental health, which is such a big thing these days, which it should be.
Sometimes it can be used as an scapegoat as well, so let's be honest.
Is it a scapegoat?
Yeah, thank you. Some people, I did, right? No, some people, I think that's a cop-out sometimes.
Oh.
For some people.
It could be.
Depending.
But,
yeah, depending on who. Yeah.
You got to be sensitive when you use your words like that.
But go ahead, though.
But yeah, I thought it was an important topic just because that, dealing with mental health, especially in our community, once again, it's frowned upon. It's, a lot of people do not speak up. A lot of people deal with stuff in silence.
Yeah.
And it's very unhealthy. It could lead to situations like Wayne was dealing with when he was a child, when he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
And, I've spoke on this show about my issue, about me discovering that, about my anxiety. Yeah. And so I'll tell a quick story. When this is early in our relationship, so we weren't living together or nothing, but we had got into it one night, and we were screaming and yelling, all this and that, and this is when I had my own place, and she left. And I didn't tell anybody this for a while, but I was dealing with a lot of shit, like financially, and then with my first son's mother, and I was going through it, but I was going through it in silence. And I had said to myself that I wanted to kill myself, but I knew that I couldn't physically make myself do it. But in my mind, something in my mind was like, "Fuck, nigga, off yourself!" Like, yo, just, you know what I'm saying? Right. So we argue. She storms out. She's like outside the party. She's about to leave. Yeah. And I text her, and I was just like, "Yo, I just want to fucking kill myself." I don't know what made me text her that, but it just came out, and she runs back in the house, and she's just hysterical. And so we talk. We're calm, and we're talking. Whatever we arguing with didn't even fucking matter no more.
Yeah. Right.
And she was like, "Yo, you need to talk to your family." So then I didn't want to. I
love this. I did.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell my family because I knew, like, my mom's old school. She's from the country.
Yeah,
she's just like, I knew. My mother loves me to death. I love her. There's no issues between us, but I knew what my mother's reaction was going to be. Go to the doctor, get some medicine. And she's just old school. She didn't know.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I didn't want my family worrying about me. This type of guy I am. I don't want my family to worry about me or just constantly bothering me about it. So I didn't say nothing. My girl finally convinced me to talk to them about it and tell them. And so I told them how I had been feeling lately, about the thought of, like, I just wanted to kill myself. Like, I didn't tell anybody, I was really going through it. Even this is why we were even recording. I was really going through it. I had lost my car. My shit got repoed. I was about to get kicked out of my apartment. My mom had one point had to pay for me to get a rental car. I didn't have a credit card at the time. I had stopped using credit cards. So she had got me a rental car one day. And it's when I had Jace that weekend. Got home to the apartment, and the rental car didn't have a sticker to park. I parked my rental car in front of the leasing office, and they towed that shit.
At the leasing office?
Yes, they towed my shit. They towed the rental because I don't know. I guess I was. I don't know.
It was a test.
Can they even do that?
They probably can.
I think,
yeah, because it's private property.
Yeah, I think what happened was I parked it. So me and Jace got home and I had to get our shit out the car. So I parked it. It was no other spaces. I think I parked in a handicap spot.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, let's get the stuff in the car. Let's get the stuff in the house. I'm gonna come back and move it. Bro, maybe 15 minutes. I went back outside to move the car. Shit was gone. So yeah, and this is, I think this has to be maybe 2018, maybe.
Yeah, 18, 19.
Yeah, like I'm just really going through shit.
19. Okay.
No.
They're like rental car? Because we were at the studio.
No. It might have been. Okay, I can't remember. But anyway.
Times don't matter.
Yeah, I was just really going through some shit and I kept it to myself. Not necessarily out of shame or embarrassment, but it's just like, I didn't want to just put my shit on other people.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you tell someone like, man, yeah, I'm going through it, man. I'm having anxiety. I'm having these suicidal thoughts. None of my friends are fucking doctors or nothing. It's like, so I kept it to myself. I was able to put on a brave face for work, to pod, to go out, go to the gym. But at home by myself and deep inside, I was really dealing with some shit. I was like, man, I didn't know what to do because I had never felt this before. Life was just kicking me in the ass and anxiety rose up.
Right.
So I say all that to just say, that's why the Wayne story really resonated with me, because he was dealing with some shit and didn't have the resources or the means or even know what was. He just had a thought like that he wanted to kill himself and he pulled the trigger on his chest.
Yeah.
And luckily, he lived. Like I say, he lived. With me, I know that I didn't want to die or that I didn't want to grab a gun and do it. But mentally, something in my head kept telling me, yeah, you want to die. Yeah, you do. It was just fucking crazy.
I would say.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm done now. That's it.
No, I was going to say, I saw a post today and we all go through depression, different stages. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you have to check on your high functioning depression friends. And high functioning depression means like your friend that's always laughing, the friend that always have jokes. Like you said, you put on a brave face.
That was me.
You do this, is that. And I know that because I've been there more than once where you're depressed, but you don't have no one to give that to.
Yeah.
No one, you're literally breaking the generational curse of the stigma in your family of saying like mental health.
Is it harder for a man?
Is it harder for a man, especially about a black man? I believe so. I believe it goes to both boys, and I think also same with women. I think it's just black people in general. We like, oh, you crazy, and black people, we gonna make a joke about everything, but some things are not joke worthy. Sometimes you need to get out there and give yourself a little bit more to people that need it.
Yeah. Because
you never know, or if somebody pops up in your head. That person didn't pop up in your head for no reason. Check up on them. Even if they say nothing's going on. I've had times where somebody's popped up in my head. Hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. Girl, I love you. Dude, you my dog. Da, 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 da. And at the end of the day, you'll find out later because I planted that seed. They'll come back and be like, man, you have no idea how much I needed someone to see me. Right. I needed someone to think of me during that time. And that was like crucial. So for me, it's like one, commend you as a black man to say, hey, because this is out on all platforms. Yeah. We definitely need to have that conversation in the black community. And I think black men definitely need to share those things. I think black women have started doing a lot more sharing and talking to each other. Like, we got this kitchen and the salon and this is that and wine down, have wine and girl night, and we just, there they go talking their shit to me in the background or something like that, singing our song. But I think it's definitely important for men to be more, to provide a comfortable space for you guys to have that conversation, to realize how much, like, how similar you guys are and what y'all go through. And it's okay because, hey, what you overcome might help him and vice versa. What you overcome might help him or another Black man or person in general.
I'll say one thing about Marcus that I didn't know until now. Not saying I've never even got to that level at all. I think for me it's just, I mean, like y'all know me, I'm just free spirited. I'm just, I'm an open book. But one thing that I never shared with somebody that was shameful was when I got my car repoed, and I had told you. And then he told me that he got his car repoed. I was like, oh, so everybody car get repoed before.
Yeah,
I never had my car repoed. I feel you. Yeah,
we go through stuff, man. It was a rough patch.
Hell, I done had my lights cut off.
Yeah,
it was.
It's something has happened.
I didn't know he was dealing with that at that time, so that was all kind of in like the same balance. But
I mean, and luckily, I had a strong Black woman that was in my corner to help me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if she had to been there, I mean, not saying I would have, committed suicide. No.
Right.
But
you don't know that.
She was like, was she like your reason why? Was she your reason why not to?
No, I knew that there was people that counted on me that needed me to be here.
Right.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? My Jace. Even his mom, even though we weren't together, she still needs me to be here.
Yeah,
for him.
Nice.
At Cheddar and.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
And I gotta say it because it's on my mind. You needed. Let me tell you, this is probably why y'all are still together today. Not saying that's the only reason, but this is what I meant when I said earlier. Women, when a man trusts you in that space, do not abuse that space because you don't know. You're learning that person. So I feel like in that moment, Cheddar showed up for you in a way that you didn't know you really necessarily needed in that moment. And it showed you like the type of heart this person has, the type of person she is.
Yeah.
So that it definitely like opens up a different type of intimacy between the two of you. Yeah. To be like, okay, dang, like, you know what? She really was there for me in a time that I was at my lowest. Right. And you can't, whether it's man, woman, whoever, you cannot forget those people or, like mistreat those people who's been there at your bottom.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
shout out to her.
And I'll say this, like, if there's anybody out there listening that is dealing with some type of mental health issue, take it serious. Try to find some type of help. We have insurance, and even that shit can still be. So that was another thing that I would always put it off because I was like, man, that shit high. Like, I ain't got time to go to the doctor, man. A therapist, that shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
$20.
And when I did go see somebody and he did prescribe me some medicine, I didn't really like it. I didn't really like how it made me felt.
Right.
How it made me feel. Sorry. And then my girl actually put me on to CBD.
Correct. Yeah.
I love CBD.
I told you what to do. I told you what to do.
Toxic Taurus.
I told you what to do.
You know what I'm saying? I can't, the weed ain't never really been my thing.
Right. Trust me, it's one hell of a drug.
The THC definitely helps.
It's one hell of a herb.
There you go.
But they also have like a suicide awareness number too, I think. I think they shared it on Twitter.
Oh, it's a suicide prevention hotline.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely.
Look, just talk to people, man. I know I did therapy, almost like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So my job paid for it. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Oh, that's nice.
So, all right.
Yeah.
And I also had like a black lady who like helped me. So she was black. I was having a good time. How y'all want to end it, yo? I think Marcus, you should end it.
Peace and blessings.
For real.
Yeah. Peace and blessings to everybody. Man, wear your mask if you're going outside. I tell you that shit.
Look, summertime is still out. It's still hot outside. Be
careful how you moving.
Come on, fall. Fall is my season.
No, we need like the thighs to show still. The thighs got to show still.
Like thighs.
All the kids going back to school, man. COVID going back up. Gotta be careful out there.
Definitely.
All right, we out, man.
Yeah.
We love
Bye,
y'all.
guys.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Follow us, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Y'all know the names. Appreciate y'all.
Spotify,
YouTube,
yeah,
Instagram, all that good stuff. Facebook, you know the deal.
All righty.